To go racing sport truck style.
30 laps as Lenny Guy will bring the field down along with the 38 of Ed Gannon the third, Randy Burr, and Josh Hedges in row number 2. Niederberger lets him loose. Green flag unfurls and the sport trucks are underway down into turn number 1.
Lenny Guy side by side with Ed Gannon the third down the backstretch. Gannon looks to take the lead away. Closing the door down below is Lenny Guy as they battle sideways coming off turn 4.
Little paint trading there between the 38 and the 77 as they hit down off of turn number 2. Gannon edging out in the Synergy Metal Recycling, number 38. Gannon working that outside lane as Lenny Guy has not gone away quietly, and here comes Randy Burr.
Randy Burr took a look underneath, ducked it back in behind the 77. Extra distance here. We're just 2 laps in. He was going to make it 3 wide.
Down into 3 and 4 they go. Lenny Guy trying to get a run. Randy Burr up on the berm. Gets all sorts of cross stepping around. He goes to J-Corp number 23. Couldn't hang on as 3 laps are complete. And that's going to bring the first yellow of this.
You'll be glad you did.
Field set, ready to go. 27 laps remaining. 30 laps the total distance. Ed Gannon the third to bring the field down off of turn number 4. Niederberger likes what he sees. Waves a green flag as they drag race down into turn number 1.
Ed Gannon down on the bottom has Josh Hedges all over his rear bumper. 3 wide going into 3. Hedges gets out of it and gives it back over to Gannon.
Gannon hangs on. Hedges sneaks a peek down to the inside. They race nose to tail down into turn number 1. And look who's turned up on the inside lane. That is Mike Duarte, your defending champion.
Mike Duarte came home second last weekend. He's running third now, at least battling for third as he takes it away from Lenny Guy down on the bottom. There goes Barry Shaw Jr. playing foul the leader. Mike Cavallero tries to shut the door and does so right in front of Bobby Tripp.
Josh Hedges takes a look to the outside as they hit turns 3 and 4. Gannon settles in down to the inside in the Titan Vec Clinic machine, but the Harkin machine of Hedges from the top to the bottom. There goes Josh down low, and we've got a battle for the lead.
Josh Hedges battling for the lead with Ed Gannon through 3 and 4. Look at Duarte creeping up on his rear bumper as they come and hit the stripe. Put the 29 atop the tower. Gannon now with his hands full battling Mike Duarte.
Down the backstretch they go. Gannon caught up on the outside as they hit turn number 3. The 85 of Shaw takes a look down low now, trying to work himself up onto a podium run.
Duarte with the second place right now. It is Barry Shaw Jr. getting by Gannon. Barry Shaw came home third last weekend as well. Him and Duarte in familiar position, but it's Josh Hedges at the front of the field as Darrell Church has slowed and is trying to lift that thing back pit side.
Jan's recovery machine now takes that hard right-hand turn, sits it pit side as they go off of turn number 4 to complete lap number 10. Josh Hedges sets the pace. Mike Duarte in second. Third is Barry Shaw. Gannon sits 4th. Cavallero 5th. Tripp working the outside is 6th with the 77 of Lenny Guy 7th.
Bobby Tripp made that outside groove work well last weekend for him in an opening weekend victory. He's going to try and crank it up and get by the 80 of Mike Cavallero as they do battle in 1 and 2.
Side by side off the corner. Tripp up top. Cavallero down low. Down into 3 and 4. Tripp working that top side. Cavallero's got the preferred groove and the power to hold him off that time across the stripe.
Josh Hedges smooth sailing up at the front of the field. Mike Cavallero battling with Bobby Tripp. That's the battle on the track right now, and that is for 5th. Tripp gets down, crosses up, now gets underneath the 80, cutting off Lenny Guy in the exchange. Guy did a great job getting out of it there as Tripp gets underneath the 80 of Cavallero, and that is the battle for 5th.
Side by side, give it to the 81 as they come off of turn number 4. Darrell Church rejoins the field several laps down after making a pit stop as the leaders roll down the back straightaway.
Smooth through 3 and 4 is Josh Hedges. Mike Cavallero still battling the 81 of Tripp. Tripp now has got some distance, used a little blocking advantage, if you will, to get some distance there. He sets his sights on Ed Gannon sitting in 4th as he gets to his rear bumper coming off of turn number 4. Meanwhile, the top 3 in a little bit of a runaway at the front of the field.
Right now, Barry Shaw has the fastest lap of the race at lap number 16 as he tries to close in on the 50 of Mike Duarte. Looks like Duarte and Shaw are trying to get back-to-back podium finishes here tonight.
Tripp now has reeled in Gannon. He's going to go to work on that outside groove. Tripp's been able to crank up the outside groove 2 consecutive weeks. Let's see if he can take away 4th from Ed Gannon. Gannon currently holds it as they go into 1 and 2.
Off the corner they come, and Gannon smooth on the inside lane, getting some rhythm going in that number 38. Last week had problems. This week he's got them all sorted out. Sits in the 4th spot off of turn number 4.
Josh Hedges smooth sailing at the front of the field down the backstretch with a 4-truck length lead over Mike Duarte. 10 laps remaining this time by as they hit the flag stand. Bobby Tripp still searching for a way around Ed Gannon the third.
Andrew Cunn's got his hands full as he works over the 6 of Darrell Dutch, and he's got Darrell Church trying to work himself up on the outside, although he is several laps down. Does that mean that's my buddy Darrell and his other buddy Darrell?
Exactly, a pair of Darrells over there with Andrew Kuhn as they do battle off of turn number 4. Randy Burr back at it with Lenny Guy as they battle deeper in the field, and still searching for a way around Ed Gannon is Bobby Tripp.
8 laps to go, and Josh Hedges has this one in control, leading the charge off of turn number 2. Right now, the biggest battle for position is that 4th spot. Bobby Tripp continues to try the outside lane. Gannon is strong enough to keep him at bay. Tripp tries a crossover move. Doesn't have enough to make it work.
Gannon doing a great job holding down the bottom of the track. Let's see if Tripp looks underneath him this time as they come off of turn 2. Does so, can't get the position, throwing it in hard into 3. Has to get out of it as Gannon shuts the door momentarily. Now it's opened up for Bobby Tripp underneath the 38.
Tripp gets a good run down into turns 1 and 2. They're side by side for that 4th spot, but without a caution, he is not catching the top of the field as Josh Hedges is on cruise control, leading the charge down into turn number 1.
Tripp finally clears Gannon, puts that Everett's Auto Parts 81 machine on the 4th spot on the leaderboard. Gannon now going to try and hang on to 5th. It's a Power 5 event here. Extra money for the top 5 finishers. And that's all important to Ed Gannon as he tries to hold off Mike Cavallero.
Off the corner they come. Mike Cavallero settling into the number 6 position right behind Ed Gannon as he tries to make a run there. He sits about a truck length back as they roll down into turn number 3. 3 laps to go is Josh Hedges about to put another lap on the 26 of Tom Watson as he rolls out into 3 and 4.
Hedges smooth sailing through 3 and 4. Tripp, not enough time, I think, to catch the 50 and 85 as they look for back-to-back podium finishes again this weekend. But Josh Hedges with a straightaway lead over the 2nd place finisher Mike Duarte as we've got the white flag out, 1 lap remaining for Josh Hedges.
Final time around as Hedges on cruise control. Can put it into neutral from here as he rolls it down into 3 and 4. Checkered flag, high in the air, off the corner. Josh Hedges finds himself back in Everett's Auto Parts victory lane. Mike Duarte in for 2nd, Barry Shaw 3rd, Bobby Ed Gannon rounding out the top 5, Cavallero 6, Andrew Kern just edging out. Lenny Guy for 8th, Randy Burr was in there.
Weekend you weren't that happy with the truck. How's it coming along?
It's definitely getting better. We made a last minute change. It's definitely going in the right direction.
What did you see out there? Basically, you and Mike battling 2nd and 3rd. Josh Hedges running away at the front. No cautions to bring you back. I know you got some people you want to thank, though.
Yeah, I'd like to thank my dad, my wife Marcy, my cousin Kevin, my friends and family that are here today to watch us, support the track. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate it.
Before the race started, you had some problems with the shifter. Got that all sorted out. How was the truck tonight?
Yeah, the truck was good. Just Josh was able to get to the front before me, and then it was just a race. But our trucks are pretty equal, but my truck started to go away a little bit towards the end more than Josh's. So, but I got to thank my entire crew, George Turgey, my crew chief, Sandy, his wife, my dad, my truck owner, Gil, my brother, my girlfriend Caitlin. They busted their hump on this today, and they gave me one piece. They gave me a shot. That's all I could ask for. I got to thank my sponsors, Eric's Auto Service and Bay State Sewage, too.
Last weekend as well, had some problems with the restarts, had to work your way from the back in that one. Extra distance here again tonight, not a problem, however. How happy were you to see it stay green?
Yeah, man, if you had told me after the heat race we'd be standing here, I wouldn't believe it. But I got hats off to my crew, man, Kevin, Jeremy, Josh, John Robideau. Just make the adjustments and make this thing fast.
did a great job out there. Didn't have to endure the restarts. Had some difficulties there last weekend. The truck seems to be dialed in, so to say, as had some problems during the heat, but worked on it very well, and congratulations on the victory here tonight.
Yeah, I just can't thank everybody involved. You know, my brother who owns this thing, Jeremy, Matty Tire, Hedges Excavating, Chuckrin's Auto, Richie from South Coast Power Equipment, Harkin Construction, Big Wave over at Watermark Electric, just everybody involved. My girlfriend Rachel, she puts up with a lot for me to make this thing fast. Trying to think.
Well, it's a great job, Josh, and go ahead.
And one more, the James G. Grant Company.